Hello guys, welcome to our new lectures. So in this lecture I want to discuss Amazon EC2, one of the very important service that AWS provided, and that's very important and very useful. So uh, first of all, I want to discuss what is Amazon EC2. Amazon EC2 or EC2 is stand for Elastic Compute Cloud, and that is a web service that provide resizable compute capacity in the cloud. As some of you may be familiar with the virtual machines and the Windows, so that is the similar thing, and that is a virtual server that AWS provided to us. So they have some features, especially when we buy the services from Amazon. So let's launch virtual server in minutes. Like there's a few steps. Only we click, and we receive a virtual server. And also we pay only when we want to use it. If we didn't want to use it, we can terminate it, and we are not able to pay, or so the payment is based on the usage. And also there is scale up and down based on the demands. For example, if someone someone already buy an EC2, and in the middle of their work or in the future they face with some scale up requirement, so that's easy to scale up. Like they can add extra memories, extra CPUs and everything. And also if he buy with a very high level of requirements, and during the work or after the work, maybe they didn't use or they didn't want it with that specification, so they can down their all of the parts. Like maybe he want to reduce the CPU size, maybe he want to reduce the RAM size, or anything. So this is the key feature that Amazon EC2 have it. Also there is some extra key features of EC2. So first of all, that is wide selection of instance types. So they accept any types of operating system. Like we can use on that one Windows based, Linux based, Amazon based, Mac, any type of. We have different operating system on them. And also there is customizable AMIs or Amazon machine images. Like there is a lot of AMI for each category of the operating system. Like in Windows, there is a lot of different servers with some extra software that's already included on that. So they have different AMI for Amazon in Windows, and also in Linux, in Unix, in Mac, for everything. And also one of the other best feature that EC2 and AWS have it, a secure networking with VPC, with virtual private cloud. So because everyone know how much is important the security of the system or the servers or data for each organization, so they have a secure networking with VPC. And also they have auto scaling and load balancing. Like when there is some loaded on them, they can auto scale automatically. And also in case if there is too much load, they can divide their load to different parts, and on that time they can balance their load. And also other feature is integration with other AWS service, so that's easy, that's very simple. when we want to add another features or another services that AWS provided, so we can connect or we can integrate it easily. Let's discuss the EC2 architecture overviews. So EC2 have some components like EC2 instance, the operating system. There is different AMI or Amazon machine images. There is instance types, like as I discussed in the previous slide, like maybe we want the Windows versions, maybe we want the Linux or Amazon or Unix or Mac or any type. Also there is key pairs, like for a security reason, maybe we want to verify it with key pairs, and there is security group that also we can apply it on EC2. We will be discuss the security group with explanation in the next, or in maybe in some different lectures. Also they have elastic IP addresses, and they have storage. So in storage also we have some videos. So these are the EC2 architecture overviews. And also if you see to diagram, there is when we want to choose the AWS EC2 instance types, so there is different components that we can choose it based on these. Like some of us, for some of the company, maybe cost is very important. For some of them, maybe they have some application requirement. For some of them, maybe operating is important, because maybe the whole company use Mac, for example, or the whole company is using Windows or Linux. So on that time, operating system is also very important for them. Maybe for someone, network performance is very important. For someone, maybe storage or memory or CPU. Or for someone, then maybe availability, like the zone that is available, maybe that is important for them. So we can choose based on the requirement of the organization. So when we launch the EC2 instance in Amazon, so they have some easy steps, like there is some 7 steps that we can do with that easily. First of all, when we want to create an instance, we should put a unique name for them, so that name will be not duplicated, because they didn't accept the duplicate name. And after putting some unique name, they ask for choosing Amazon machine images or AMIs. Maybe we select Amazon Linux, maybe we select Ubuntu or Windows or any type. After that, for example, in selecting the instance types, we can click on t3.micro. That is the for learning purpose, that is free. And after that, we configure network with VPC or subnet if you want. After that, we can add storage, like the RAM, how much capacity of RAM we required. So we can choose different type of them, or different size. After that, we assign key pairs for SSH to access the EC2, and we can configure it with security group. And also after that, we can click on launch on. After that, we can click on connect, and we can easily access to our EC2 instance. So as I discussed before, one of the main components or the main function of the EC2 is security. So they have different levels. For example, they use key pairs for SSH access when we want to access back our EC2 instance. And also for control traffic, they have some different tools that's called security group. They use that one. And also they isolate resources with virtual private cloud and subnets. So they secure that one with VPC. And also they enable IAM rules for secure access to AWS services. So we have different lecture on IAM, or maybe we explain all of them on that one. But I want to say only that is for identification of the user or the someone who want to use or access the EC2 instance. So they use IAM services, so that's very important for security access. So one of the other thing that maybe that's very important for the company or for the organization that we want to launch the EC2, maybe that is EC2 pricing. So there is different categories or models that AWS provided especially for the EC2. So one of the main thing is on demand. We can pay per hour or per second. That is one category. So that means we don't need any contract with Amazon. We directly take it and we can use the EC2, and we should pay per hour or per second, but the price is very high in this condition. And we use that one if we have some testing or something for a few specific time, like not for a long time. If we use, or if you want to launch our EC2 for a short time or for testing or for configuration or for these stuff, we can use the on demand. The reserved, that is commit for 1 to 3 year contract. So if we have some application or some servers that is run always, and that is run for a long time, for example, maybe we want it for 1 to 2 year to 3 year, for a long time. So on that situation, maybe we use the reserve one, and that is very cheaper than the on demand, maybe 72% cheaper than on demand. So also there is a spot instance. So we can bet for unused capacity. For example, someone buy the EC2 and after that they didn't, and they have already contract with the Amazon, but they didn't want it, so they want to sell it in the marketplace. We can buy that one and we can use it, but that's not used for something that is very important for us. We can use that one for unimportant thing, because always it's possible that they terminate it. Because if we buy it for example for $10, if someone is ready to buy it for $11, they automatically terminate our instance and they give it to the $11 one. So that's very cheaper, but they have this kind of problems. So that's also used for some application or for some data or for some program that is not too much important for us. If that's terminate, so we are not worried about that one, or that's not too much big deal for us. And also for they have another option for saving plans. So they have flexible pricing options. They have different options we can do for that one, and we can contract with them. So when and why we use EC2 instances, there is some important or common cases that we use it in the EC2. For web hosting, if we want to host our website, so EC2 is the best way. Also, if we want to run our application servers, if we want to batch processing, or for machine learning, or for game servers, or for development and testing environment. So these are the common area that we can use EC2 for them. So let's talk about the other features, like use auto-scaling for a high availability. Also, they monitor with CloudWatch, use Elastic Cloud Balancer for traffic distribution, and they are regularly patch and update instances and store data on EBS or S3, not the instances. So these are the best practices we can. And as a conclusion, Amazon EC2 is a powerful, flexible, and scalable compute services, and it's the backbone of many cloud native applications and a core part of AWS infrastructure. And maybe when you understand about that one, maybe your next step is to try launching an EC2 instances. Also explore EC2 with Terraform or AWS CLI or CloudFormation, or integrate EC2 with other AWS services. So these are the other steps that after learning the EC2 importance and also why we use EC2, so we can do that one. Thank you for your watching our video. Please, if you like our video, like it, and thank you so much.